Alrighty, here we go. Good evening and welcome to Canby and tonight's presentation on the Clackamas County Fair and Event Center, our master plan, the good, the bad, and the challenges. First, the good. In fact, the very, very good.
Clackamas County Fair and Rodeo.
Come enjoy the Clackamas County Fair and Rodeo, August 13th to the 17th. Free until free on Friday.
Fair and Rodeo. All of us will be there. Only happens.
Okay, so that goes on for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds to get people in the mood. And then the next slide. So, additional good news. The fair and the event center are breaking even. The fair is about 10% of the entire event center activity. Overall budget is about $2 million, half of which comes from the lottery and the transient room tax. The fair and rodeo is reaching capacity, and the event center is adding more events and more revenue as a result. Now, let's take a look at the challenges, not just our fair, but a number of fairs that the concerns over security have impacted attendance. Climate change is posing a challenge with fairs getting hotter. And of course, the times are locked in. We are on a circuit of other county fairs and cannot adjust ours, which is in the second week of August. Some fairs just aren't making it, and they've been canceled. Others, here's one in Astoria, an outbreak of a parasite, along with a picture that doesn't do much to make you feel better. And animal rights protesters. We had a few this year. There's kind of a funny story about that. Again, increased security resulting in increased cost. And all county fairs really are trying to adjust to changing demographics and changing tastes. And facilities, upkeep, are on the minds of many people. And in some cases, just outright support is needed from the county commissioners or county supervisors, an option that is not available to us. So those are the challenges, and here is the bad news. Costs are increasing, and eventually the fair and the event center will be at capacity. And there are a lot of moving parts: increases in minimum wage, difficulty finding labor, changing demographics, competition, more rodeos, but no more cowboys. Oh, and one more thing. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Aging facilities, deferred maintenance, and no current capacity for new buildings or a remodel. Here's some examples. This is facing the street next to the entrance. In some cases, we have legacy items built with volunteer labor. Here's at one of our main entrances. This is what visitors see first. In some cases, we do not make it easy for people with mobility problems. And we've got old buildings. This one facing the road with deteriorated siding and some drainage problems. So, given all of these challenges, what are we going to do? Who can we call on? Yep, the Clackamas County Fair Board, appointed by county commissioners, but independently responsible for the operations of the fair and event center. So we began a process, thanks to the generosity and help of the county commissioners, and I think it was tourism, I forget. We got a grant. So here's the plan. To do an inventory, lots of community engagement, a full market assessment, and a look at our facility needs. Well, what did we come up with? A multi-use building is needed, new livestock and small animal barn, additions to 2 areas, and reconfigure the rodeo area. Also an RV park for event-related campers, a gazebo set in the scenic Fir Grove, and improvements to our existing facilities and other site features. So here's the final dream outline for it. I'm not going to go through each one of these individually, just a couple. Here's the multi-purpose building that a lot of us have been talking about over the years. 35,000 square feet, commercial kitchen, big price tag there, $9.6 million. Another one, a livestock barn to replace a demolished one with modern lighting, power, water, ventilation. This one's at a cost of about $4 million. The rodeo arena, in order to generate more money, because on the weekends we are sold out. Again, a huge price tag, $7 million to reconfigure that. And then some things that I think are important, making the place look better, easier with people that are mobility challenged. And this one's about $7.5 million. So overall, here's the breakdown and the total cost, almost $47 million. So, like an elephant, we eat this one in phases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the start would be to look at a way to finance a multi-purpose building, to pave the parking around the carnival, RV park, and restrooms. So how do we start? We start with a business plan, a return on investment. We took a look at our competitors. How much are other people charging per square foot for these type of facilities, and how much can we expect to earn? What we learned was that the capital cost for a multi-use facility could not be captured in operations. We can make enough money to keep the place operating, but we could not capture the development cost of this. So what can we do? What are some ideas? Well, one is an independent fair district. Others, dibs and dabs of other ideas for pots of money here and there. Where we need to work on more is to explore these funding options, take a look at a rental rate increase, detailed phasing plans, what comes first, what comes second. So, what have we learned? Surprise. Deferred maintenance will cost you more. And while it's a daunting task, we now have the numbers, and we are committed to pushing this out for an improvement in this public facility.